we have a few things. The very first one, I don't think we've seen this specific cheat. We have seen fast punching, Maverick bullets. But apparently in this match, there's a cheat that allows the cheater to kill everyone on the enemy team instantly. PKY is accusing the guest account. And based off of what I'm seeing, actually, wait, did he just do the punch as well? Hold on. So on top of probably having an insta-kill thing, he can just thermite breach walls with a single punch. And he can punch the spine parts as well. So that's why I'm like kind of confused, because I'm like, I haven't faced any cheaters, like I said, in a while. I checked, and the last cheater I reported was 23 days ago. So I don't think I've been facing many cheaters. I even went into free-for-all to see if there were cheaters, because people keep telling me it's filled with cheaters, and I couldn't find any. But then these types of cheats exist. I'm like, how am I not facing them? I know I'm playing unranked, but generally in unranked, I would face one cheater every 2 days or so, and now I'm facing none. Oh, it just ended. He killed everyone, and then I think it crashed my game. It did, it crashed it. So he can just kill the lobby. We'll load it back up. I'll try to rewatch that part and see if it does just kill everyone. Yeah, dead, 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 dead. Does it crash the game? It did not. Oh, but going to the next round crashes it. Okay, so the replay is just a little broken, but it is just to insta-kill everyone. I'm gonna try to get a wide angle so I can, okay. So, no explosions, no gadgets from what I can tell, just everyone suddenly has a heart attack and dies. Guest EAXHHSBX. He has a 10.59 KD, and as far as I can tell, has not been banned. He hasn't played in a week, but the ban will only show up if he has logged in since he got banned. So there is obviously the very easy possibility that he got banned and he just never logged back in because he knew he was getting banned. So what's interesting is in round 1, he insta-kills everyone. Actually, no, he does it here in round 2 as well. He insta-kills everyone. Round 4, he does the same. He's not shying away from it. He is blatantly doing it. And as you can tell, he's getting aces all the time. So I assume people are just leaving. That's why he's not getting an ace every single round. A 10.59 KD, but a 36.5% win rate. I'm going to guess that's because he leaves a lot of matches. He's abandoned 51 matches, only lost 3. So if he didn't abandon and he just stuck it out, he would be 82-3, which would be like a 98% or 97% win rate, I think. I'm going to hope that Ubisoft has banned him, but we don't have any concrete evidence of that. But that is concerning. The fact that he's able to blatantly cheat like that and not get instantly banned is bad. Because I know Ubisoft loves to let people cheat so they can collect information and then ban them in like a surprising way, but if someone can instantly just kill the entire lobby, why are we letting them stay? Just ban them instantly and be like, yeah, it's obvious that you're cheating because you're killing the entire lobby instantly. I don't know what the benefit is of letting them cheat, but I'm no dev, so might cause people to take fall damage to kill them. No, because then he wouldn't get the kill. My guess is that, or actually my guess was a fuse charge, that he was just putting fuse charges on everyone and killing them, but there's no explosion. I don't know exactly what it'd be. The fact that it's a skull icon means that he didn't inflict weapon damage or fall damage on them. He inflicted some type of other damage. The reason I say that fall damage doesn't make sense is because if someone takes fall damage, it just says they suicided. You can't credit someone the kill for fall damage, but maybe they found a way around that. I don't know. Okay, so we already got instant kill everyone. Now we have, apparently, there's Siege Cup cheaters. I've been asking for a while for a Siege Cup cheater, but we never really got an actual like Siege Cup match. People always submitted the files wrong. So I think this is the first one we were going to watch. Actually, no, we definitely had one before. I remember the Blackbeard cheating on Clubhouse. I'm gonna guess that the SAC team is the one who submitted this. I don't know who he's accusing of cheating, so we'll just have to watch through. I mean, he was pretty blatantly just peeking over. My headset's $900. Yeah. It is an expensive headset, but it is the best headset I've ever owned and will likely never replace. Damn, that was rough aim, but he got him. I know people like to roast saying it's too expensive for a headset, but like, you get what you pay for, guys. I love it. It's super comfortable. I use it all the time. It has amazing sound. Unfortunately for Siege, or for the headset, Siege sound is bad, so I do struggle to understand where people are in Siege, but that's because of the Siege engine. When I use the headset in Battlefield, I can hear everyone everywhere, and it's amazing. That was decent reaction, and then here. Okay, so I'm going to assume that it's not Rook or Pulse who's cheating, because they're both console players. We got Big Supreme, basically, and Aqua Wolfer, who both are consoles. So I'm going to guess it's probably Doc or Rook, or Lesion who might be cheating. I am really curious what rank this would be for Siege Cup, like S, A, B, C. It's probably, I'm going to guess C based off of how bad the teams kind of look. Because like they are reinforcing everything very much incorrectly. Was kind of a lucky shot. No one was watching cams that would see that. And he kind of like watched as the ace ran down the hall. Maybe this guy, I think this guy might be the one who's accused, and he also might be cheating. He just looks really bad. He just pre-fired the Osa. Okay, so he has no idea where they are. He knows they're coming this way. But he doesn't even see her, right? He only sees her after he starts shooting. Tries to pre-fire, misses. And then here, pre-fires again, but just so far off. Still can't see her. And then tries to aim right at her through the wall without having seen her at all. So if I had to guess, I'm assuming it's the Mac guy who's... No, and then he just pre-fired him through the wall over there. I assume it's the Mac guy who's accused of cheating. It definitely looks like he is cheating. It just also looks like he's really bad. I think he's cheating. I think this guy's definitely cheating. Like, he's constantly... Okay. The fuse put the cluster charge over here. And without him even really doing anything, Thunderbird just tried to shoot him and hit him through the floor. And he just shot the fuse charge there. No, okay, so Matt12141 is definitely cheating. No ifs, ands, or buts. He shot the, or was like looking at the cluster charge before it even went off, so somehow he knew it was there. He doesn't do anything until the very end here. He's definitely cheating. Matt 1-2-1-4-1. And since this is Siege Cup, it does mean that he is playing with a stack, and he might just be boosting the console people. But it's Siege Cup. I don't know if you really get anything from it. He is a peak copper with a 2 KD, but this is the only time he's ever played ranked. He's only level 56. A lot of rounds on Lion to probably try to make people think. He has a negative KD on Lion and on Rook, his two mains. So normally when he plays, he actually goes pretty negative a lot, but this is all quick match, like 1-1, 1-2, 2-2. In unranked, he went 4-2, ranked 7-5, but then Siege Cup 8-7, 10-1, 13-2. And then ever since he went back on ranked after, 13-7, 11-7, 10-2. He might just be a solo queuer, but he probably queued up with these guys in like the R6 Discord or something, because these are the only matches it seems like he's played with him. 6 matches total, 5-3. So probably just randomly met up with them on some server and then played with them, but definitely cheating. Next match is on Outback. This one is a shorter one. It's only 5 rounds long, but it was one because the person, I read through some of the file and I was like, I'm overall confused on what the hell's going on. But second off, I was like, they said that they don't think they're cheating, but they might be cheating. But we have Tobeans49 who is accusing, I think he accused Sorvin, Toilet Predator, and the Barcode. But when I read through the document, he basically just said these two probably aren't cheating, they're just weird. And then he's like, Sorvin might be cheating. Apparently Sorvin is a top like 3,000 champ in the world, but plays like a bot. Let's find out. Again, this is only a 5-round match, so we might not get a lot of info, but seeing as how he should be a top 3,000 champ, let's see if he acts that way. I'm already questioning his setup. All 3 Runegates in one small room, but I guess that would very much slow down the attackers from pushing there. No one's there. Oh, I should add that the accusation did say there's a possibility that he's not cheating, but he's just being boosted or boosting, possibly. I'm like... what is going on, Shields? This is why you don't play with your food. They could have killed him plenty of times. They left him alive, and then he killed both of them. Huh. He's clearly not a great player, but they might just be worse. Audio got a little buggy there, but I assume that was just match replay. His recoil also looked non-existent, but it's a DMR with a muzzle brake, so I assume that's fine. He just blindly rushed at the blitz and then died. Can't say I see cheating so far, but I guess I could kind of understand what they meant by, like, if he is a top 3,000 champ, he is not playing like it. Like, he seems a little bit lost. Now, I don't remember if this is ranked or not. If it is ranked, that is weird that he would seem so lost. But if it's unranked, it would make a little bit more sense, because it would just be like he doesn't really care and he's just rolling, right? I think it... no, all the matches are ranked except for the first 2 we looked at. Yeah, we'll look up stats after this. We'll confirm if it is ranked or not. I wish... it used to say ranked or unranked in the top right corner. But I'm pretty confident. I think I remember saying, like, oh, all the matches are ranked except for the quick match and the Siege Cup. Doesn't even check that. So yeah, unless he obviously does something crazy here, I don't think he is cheating, but I understand the confusion of being like, how is this a top 3,000 champ? I swear in the, I'll quickly check the file. I swear in the file he said that they walk around like a bot. Like, I don't know if I agree with that. I would agree with the fact that they don't seem to, like, play like a champ, but that's about it. Yeah, he's spinning around so much, it's giving me not a headache, but my brain can't keep up with this. Okay, blue team tried to surrender, but it was denied. Maverick's still working on the wall. This is like classic me pushing into sight, and no one else is anywhere to be found. Well, they tried to do the Denari setup. The one that did get nerfed, but now is back. Was that a champ? I don't think so. Were they a cheater? I don't think so. Oh. I also just realized something. I read the submission wrong. Slightly. He does believe Toilet Predator and the barcode are cheating for sure. And he just says that he thinks this champ might be boosted by them. But like 5 and 4, 5 and 3 doesn't really seem that crazy. And like that was a reaction even with a ping. I'll look them up first and look at accounts. This is Sorvin. He's actually now a top 2,000 champ at level 85. I don't know about that. He was not playing with those two. Was this an unranked game? Let me check to make sure. Oh, this one was unranked. The other ones are all ranked. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that 2,000... top 2,000 champ at level 85. Again, doesn't look like he's cheating, but actually if we look through here, a few bronze players on his list. Peak Platinum, Peak Diamond, Peak Platinum. So he's playing with a lot of people. Like this is a lot of people that he queues with. I'd say anything above 5 matches normally is like, okay, you played with them a few times. Like you're not going to run into someone naturally 5 different times. Or actually, I guess I say that, but let's look at mine. I do play unranked though a lot, and I guess that guy was playing unranked. But it's not normal for me to run into too many people, at least that consistent. Like here, actually, okay, I run into a lot of people 4 to 6 times, so maybe we skip anything beyond 4 to 6 for the other guy. So like 7 and above. There's a lot of people here he plays with. A lot of people he plays with like 11 to 13 times. And they're not super low rank, but they are lower rank than him. This is a peak gold and a peak diamond. So my guess is that he just plays with a lot of lower rank people to make his lobbies somewhat easier. I know you guys can't see because my face cam is in the way, but there actually is the possibility that he solo queues ranked. Because so far every lobby he's been in has been completely different people. Now I'm even more confused. So he has a lot of people he plays with who are all lower ranked, but I guess he only plays unranked with them? Actually, he's not even playing with anyone there. I'm so confused. He's not playing with anyone. So he has a lot of encounters, but no one he's actually playing with. And he's a level 85 who made it to champ easily with a positive KD and what looked like solo queuing the entire way. I'm very confused. He's not that good, or at least he shouldn't be that good for champion, but I don't know. I guess I'm a former champ and I look like shit as well on unranked sometimes, so maybe he just had a bad game, but still, level 85 champ, top 2,000. I mean, obviously it's probably an alt account, but that does seem weird. Solo queuing to top 2,000 is insanely hard. It's not impossible, but it's insanely hard. I'm just confused by his encounters, because like it looks like he plays with a decent amount of people, but yet any matches I look at, he's not playing with anyone. But that was more recently. Maybe he was playing with a lot of people at the beginning of the season, and just like me, his friends stopped playing. That's a possibility. But again, he's only level 85, so it's not like he's played that much. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. He's not blatantly cheating, but it didn't feel like that was... None of that felt real. Okay. Let's watch the next match. This one's Clubhouse. In this one we have... Oh. I opened the wrong match somehow? In this match we have Taro Maini, I guess is how I pronounce that, who's reporting Ella can take it. So Thermite going into Tall Tower with a cat. Or no, it's not even Cav. Who is this? Kaid hiding up here. But he hears the punch and backs away. Go. Oh, Blackbeard just one-tapped him. Wait, they left the rotate hold there to just walk in for free? That is crazy. Wait, what is he doing? Why would you Thermite breach this? You already have site control. Why are you giving them avenues to come back into control? Because then they can push in through attic. What rank is this? This has got to be like silver, right? He also just saw both the Kaid claws and he's looking up trying to find them. Okay, nothing round one. But I feel like that was like a silver lobby. Okay, he's doing the same approach. He's taking Tall Tower again. This time kind of like scoping out before he goes in. He has not been on drone once, but does not mean that he's cheating. Bro. This guy... Hold on. I think we're about to show you guys a masterclass of how not to use zero. So he shoots a camera up here, and he's like, oh, I can't turn around. So he shoots another one. I believe that one still isn't good enough. He hits the window frame, and then he tries to aim down sight, and it bounces off the other camera and hits the ground. He used 4 cameras here. Honestly, I thought that was the Kite Claw as well. But he used 4 cameras there and didn't even get the Kite Claw. And then Thermite says, you know what? Fuck this. And just runs right in. He gets Grizz modded, shoots the guy he saw, dies after that. So don't do that with zero. So far, we are on the 3rd round of 9, and I don't think this guy's cheating at all. I'm gonna do it just to spite you. I mean, the only person you're gonna be spiting is your teammates, who are hoping that their zero's not this bad. I think if I don't see anything on the first defense round, I'm just gonna skip to overtime. What is that? Hold on. What was this? The doc swings here and hops on cams. Oh. Okay. He thought he was Rook and he thought he had impacts or a C4 because he swung and he hit G, which is your gadget button, like your secondary gadget button. And if you hit G while you have bulletproof camera, it puts you on the bulletproof you put down. So he went on his bulletproof and was like, oh shit. I guess he just panicked after that and just didn't know what to do, but yeah, he just stood out in the open. It was indeed a misinput. Everything he's done so far looks like he's reacting to, like, what's happening. He's not once... Other than that, but, like, the guy just stood there. He's not once, like, lined someone up or prepared anything. He's just reacting to everything. I just want to throw out that this is the person that they reported for cheating, and that was his aim. I think we skip forward because I don't think he's cheating. I think that was just... That was bad. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna pull up the file and make sure I have all the information I need. Okay. In the submission, he says, it's probably a skill issue on my part, but his reaction times felt too fast. His reaction times felt too fast. I don't know if I agree with that. But then he goes on to say that the last kill, or the dot kill in the last round was suspicious. So, we'll move forward, you know? Maybe he is really bad, and maybe he toggles on cheats later. Chat, let's not judge just yet. Because you're all saying he's trash, and there's no way he's cheating, and I agree with you, but what if he is in a lobby that should hopefully be higher, and he's only doing well because he later toggles on? We don't know. It's also important to remember when we talk about reaction times being too fast, reactions do look different for each person. So for me, if I have low ping and I swing on someone who has high ping, on his screen it's going to look like I killed him instantly. Even though I didn't. Like, I just have normal ping, I swing, I see him, I kill him. It's just because I'm swinging with advantage, it looks really fast, but it actually might not be. Oh, he just walks right past the cap can and dies. Yeah, I don't think he's cheating. Watch the last round, because apparently that's the one where that kill was suspicious. He kills Doc. I also assumed that when he submitted this, it said that it was Oregon 25-10. I thought he was saying someone went 25 and 10 in a ranked match, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. How could you have 10 deaths? I realized that's the date. It was October 25th. So, I'm not the smartest. This also is a mixed lobby, I just realized. The Doc does have, or the Doc is a console player, which... Let's find out. Maybe the console player was just like, how the hell did he kill me? That's bullshit. And maybe that's why he thinks he might be cheating. Because of a bad teammate who thought he died to cheats. That was fine. Oh. I get it. I kind of understand the report now. I can kind of agree with the fast reaction time. That was really fast. And I was going to say, this guy still has not droned once. We've watched 5 attack rounds and he has never droned. That is a little weird. Even that looked a little weird. He like sprinted off of this. And he was immediately ready for him, but like, I mean, he's about to push into him. He doesn't check any other corner. He doesn't check here. Like, someone sitting behind here is usually very common. I think he toggled, chat. I think he toggled. Chat seems to agree. Round 9, after just being like below average the entire time, it feels like he toggled. Because like, okay, do we think that someone like him, who's playing the way he is, would get those 2 kills on Rook and then Doc, but then also like look at this corner because he doesn't seem to know what the map layout is like? I don't know about that. Let's see his account. He played with 2 people who were in that match, the Mizuki and Uleo person. He has a negative win rate. I think he toggled. That's my guess, but like his stats are really bad. So if like he's a toggler, he should not be doing this bad consistently. So I'm like, chat, run the numbers. What are the odds that he would swing the breach and pre-fire and happen to kill Rook and be like, oh shit. And then be like, okay, I'm just going to pre-fire the wall in case someone's in trophy, and then get another kill and be like, oh my god, I just got 2 random sprays. What are the odds on that? Give me percentages. Odds are incredibly low. Millions to 1. Few people in chat don't think he's cheating. 20%. Okay. Was he pre-firing before? No. I don't think he ever pre-fired once in the entire match that we watched. And we watched 4 attack rounds. He never pre-fired once. So that is a good point. That is an inconsistency. If he consistently pre-fired stuff, that would make more sense. But the only time he ever gets 2 crazy kills, he pre-fires? What are the odds of that? Gotta be low. And like, remember his aim. Remember how bad his aim was when he saw the Azami in the hallway? And yet he just got 2 crazy kills back to back and then swings in, kills Castle, does not check anything, and just tries to plant? Like, I don't know. There is no consistency in Silver. That's also fair. He's low enough that maybe he just popped off for a round. Look at how his KD jumps from every few matches from 3 to 0.86. Yeah, but like, that's different because like with low amount of kills and deaths in general, your KD can easily be inflated. Like he's 6-2. A 3 KD sounds impressive, but when someone says I'm 6-2, that's not that impressive. To be fair, no one's droning in Silver. I don't know. I feel like he should, at least at this rank, be droning once in a while. He never droned once. He always just ran in and face checked everything. Obviously, he didn't really get much from it from the first 4 attacks, but on the 5th attack, he was just pre-firing and gunning. I don't know. I know a lot of people are saying if he was a toggler, he probably would be doing a lot better overall. And I understand. But if you only toggle in the last round, like let's just say that's the one consistency he has, is that he toggles when they're about to lose. And he's that bad. Like, we've watched how he plays. I think even when you're toggling, you probably will lose a lot of matches. I think there's a very... Like, chat seems to think it's impossible, but I think there's a very easy chance that if he is toggling, that he would just still lose matches anyways, because he doesn't seem to be that good. He luckily knew someone played there the first 2 rounds, so he pre-fired when peeking. I don't think that's true. I don't want to go back and watch everything, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think only 1 round he got shot at, and that's when he jumped through the window. But there were head holes, and he saw him, so he reacted to him. That time, he just sprayed through a wall, but the first time he pushed in, didn't even check it. Just walked right past it. Remember the first round, he tried to thermite the wall to get into trophy instead of planting? People want to see if there's any possibility of drones or intel or anything that they could have known that Doc was in master bedroom, but if I remember correctly, there wasn't any. Let me see. How many shots does Rook get off before he dies? I wouldn't say I wouldn't say enough shots there to make it where he should be pre-firing that. This is also the part that weirds me out. Like, I know it's hard to get into the mind of a silver player, but if you're looking down this hallway and you see a hole in the wall, why are you going to look so far to the left and pre-fire here? Especially when, if someone's near this hole, they're probably going to be like here or here. But instead he goes all the way across and just pre-fires him perfectly. And then, again, I know everyone acts different, but like if that were me and I made that call, I'd be like, what? Or I made that shot, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd back up and just be like hands off the keyboard for a bit. But he doesn't even like, doesn't phase him. He just pushes in. And then Castle gets pinged there. And yet Thermite just sprints right at him and kills him. Doesn't check anything else in the room. Again, I know he's silver, but I feel like that is kind of suspicious. This is the same person that when he was Osa, he couldn't hit, or actually he had a few shots, but he could barely hit any shots on Azami. That doesn't feel like the same person. I thought there might have been like a dead teammate on the balcony, but no, yeah. There was nothing. I think. Actually, wait. There was one dead attacker, wasn't there? Let me see. I'm just gonna check this one last thing, and then we'll move on. Doc did spawn peek someone. Actually, he didn't even spawn peek him. He just got into a fight with him. But this is about a 10-second difference. Actually, more than 10-second. Again, this is bad rank, so maybe the sledge would have taken forever to get the call out, but I feel like it's still unlikely that 10 seconds later he's like, no, Doc's still in master. Just spray. I don't know. I think that's unlikely. And the sledge was one of his friends, so maybe his friend made that call. I don't know. Also, like, if someone... Okay, to like, break it down even more. So, Sledge kills his friend. Sledge, assuming that they're all in Discord talking, gives the call out to Thermite. Thermite kills Rook, flicks over, kills Doc. But Thermite also did not really seem to understand the map layout. Because when he was pushing the L at the end, he looked at a corner and thought you could leave the room from there and then turn around and went the other way. So if you have that bad map knowledge that you don't really seem to know where doors are or how to move around the map, how are you going to pre-fire through the wall to the left and kill someone? That doesn't really add up to me. And then this is the friend that he has, which was a silver/bronze player. So it's not like he's going to make that informative call out, you know? Or at least like be like, oh, shoot at the wall on the left and you'll hit him through the door. Like, there's no way. I'm not saying it's guaranteed he's cheating. I just don't think that makes sense. I think it's very likely he was cheating. We're going to move on to the second last match, which I didn't realize both the second last and last match were going to be Clubhouse, but here we are. We're in another lobby with console players. We've been getting a lot of them. Where we have Sinuous TX, who's accusing Aos TV. Okay, so Aos TV. Let's see what he does. He's holding the rappel lines, which I think is pretty normal for decent lobbies. And then he dies to Deimos. Looked fine. Gotta say, so far this guy does not feel like a cheater. He's just kind of walking around holding a whole lot of nothing. The enemy team's also not really pushing that much. He just got wall banged. Oh, that looked fine. I think... Oh, he died. Okay, he is 0 and 3. Why did this guy get reported? This is really weird. It seems like at the start of the game, he's trying to tune some macros. In 5th round, when he kills me, it's really suspicious, but the rest of the game, he's just really weird with how he plays. I mean, I'll agree, he is weird. He's not really doing anything, but tuning his macros on defense when he's using a DMR seems like crazy talk. Well, now the more I watch him, the more I'm like, is this a console player? With the 360s. He's got a champ card, or charm. Yeah, it looks like controller. So, I mean, this is a console lobby. We have Who's Center, who's a console player as well. Satan Elmaru, who's also a console player. So there's possibility he's just a normal controller player. But if he's a champ on controller, he probably is using Zim or macros. I'm surprised he doesn't immediately turn around on the solo since he tried to pre-fire the room. I'm not a console player, but having the M4 with the silencer and no vertical grip, should the recoil be that low? It looked like it didn't move at all. But I don't know if that's just good controller aim or if this is macro. Like, it's literally just staying completely still. Not completely still. It's still, like, stuttering a little bit, but then he does. If he was using Zim when he beat keyboard, all Zim does is just convert keyboard and mouse inputs into controller. So you can't do stuff that you could only do on mouse and keyboard. You still are playing on a controller. It's just better aim because Zim, or because like a mouse with a Zim is going to be better than a controller. It's either macro or recoil control is impeccable. I mean, if he's a console champ, I feel like the chances of him being Zim are just insanely high to begin with, right? Because like from what I always hear from everyone else, apparently it's almost impossible to be a console champ without Zim or macro. Mainly because everyone else uses it. Some of the other days that I have scripts, what does that mean? Same thing as macros and stuff, it's just a way to reduce your recoil. Someone just thought you had really good recoil control. One thing I could do, if I really want to just try it, is to plug in a controller and see what the recoil is like on the M4 with silencer and angled grip. I'm no recoil master on console, but if it's not that bad at all, I should be able to at least somewhat control it. Again, even though I barely use controller. He is definitely controller though, with how he like spins and how. Okay, I hate that when the round ends, if I press space to pause it, it just immediately goes to the next round. But that was kind of crazy. Also, it is important to remember, just because he's on controller does not mean he's on console. He might still be a PC player. He flicks around, locks on. His gun's not moving at all. Well, I'm to the same round. I need to go to round 6. It's not impossible, but I'm starting to think that he could be cheating in some way. Whether it's macros, recoil, or he could still be walling on PC with a controller. Right-handed. He's fucking cheating. Well, let's see what he does. He dies. He literally just dies this round. He doesn't do anything. Can't say he consistently did anything suspicious because he only had that one round. PlayStation name? It is a PlayStation name. Okay, so he's not on PC. He is on console. He's a champ on console with a 1.3 KD. They are cheating in the macro and Zim sense because they are being put into PC lobbies while being a full console lobby. Now, I don't know for sure, but I would hazard the guess that most console players would prefer to only play against console people and would not willingly queue against PC players in ranked especially. Actually, why does it not show any history for this match? This match wasn't that long ago and it doesn't even show up in his history. Actually, wait, is it this one? Oh, it was. This is on his PC account, but it's showing his console name. Okay, so he is on a PC playing with console people right now, and that's why they're in PC lobbies, I believe. He still plays on console whenever he wants. It looks like he played ranked 2 days ago. So, my guess, he could be walling on PC based off that one wall bang, but it was only a one-time thing. At the very least, he is still using controller on PC. It looks like he just goes back and forth whenever he wants. Because I guess he's on PC now. He definitely seems to be using some type of macro or Zim or something. I don't know if you can use them on PC or if they're only made for console. I truly don't know. I'll see if I can even control this recoil. Let me just see what this is like. Oh my god. Okay, so if I don't use controller at all, obviously. So I don't have like the proper settings, but trying to find like that pixel point, you actually can kind of, I just don't know where it is. I'm not used to reacting fast enough, but if I just hold the controller stick on one point, it does like actually hold it pretty steady. So maybe the people in chat who said that it's easy recoil might be right. Because like once I figure it out, it's actually kind of easy to hold. And if you're really good on console, it wouldn't be that hard to control that, I guess. Like, considering that I never use controller ever for Siege, and I can control it at least to this degree, I feel like says it's gotta be one of the easier recoils. I'm just not good at controlling it right off the bat. I would just let it go and then I pull it back. So, there is a chance that he's not cheating at all, but that wallbang was suspicious. That was another one. I'm just confused. I don't know what happened there. Probably not cheating. Still possibility of macros. But I guess probably not cheating. It does make me jealous of how easy recoil is on console versus PC. We actually have to fight for our lives to control it sometimes. Okay, last match of the day. We have Rup C2, who's accusing Ryusi._Shido. I assume that is Japanese. I do not know what it means. I always hate when people pop those things. Lets people know that you're coming. What are the point of these bees? I guess in case someone drops on them? What is the point of these bees? He's done it twice now. Bro, if someone flanks you, you're just dead. I don't think the bees are gonna save you. Shot the C4 out of midair. Let's go. You can see the shadow on Thorn running there. Even though match replay's bug yet, even I could see it. And then he dies. Doesn't seem suspicious so far. I wouldn't say the only bot thing he's done so far was being himself twice. Okay, maybe aiming down a hatch with a bailiff is also kind of bot-like. Oh, he sees him, but he didn't react. Instead, he took 25% damage. Can't take a nap, boss man. You can do whatever you want. Also, did I miss something? Why did he shoot his own drone? I don't think it even got taken over by a pest, did it? Oh, it did. It just didn't really show the full animation. This is another match I might skip a few rounds on, because I truly, with the submission as well being like he just looks like a bot, I'm not seeing anything, and I don't want to waste like half an hour of our time watching every round when I don't think there's anything going on. Oh, he saw Mozzy's head. And then he gets downed. Oh. Maybe revived? Nope, he gets killed here. He just dropped with no sound, like making no sound? It's probably just a bug on the replay. Okay, I'll skip to round 5. Let's see how he is on defense. This does remind me a lot of what Evan would always say whenever people complain that he's a bot. He's like, we have skill-based matchmaking. We're in the same rank. And what he's essentially saying is like, if you think I'm a bot, that means you're a bot because we're in the same rank. And people never seem to understand that. Which operator's gun is the drop for? So the drop is for the TCSG, Kaid, Goyo, and Sentry's like DMR shotgun thing. All you gotta do is watch 1 hour of my Twitch stream and you get the drop for free. That's it. Super easy. I'm surprised he didn't die at the main stairs. He just ran in front of the hallway with someone crossing at the bottom twice. 3 times. I wonder if this is the round where he reports him, because he's watching his teammates. One of them, I assume, he'll watch him at some point and be like, he's a bot. But his movement and everything seems fine so far. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's fine. I'm almost concerned that he just like reported his friend just so I would watch him and be like, nah, he's great. What are you talking about? Be like, there is no bot movement here. Because I feel like if you're watching your teammate here and you're like, this guy's a bot, like he's moving fine. He's schmoving. I'm going to just check to make sure. I feel like he might have reported his friend. He's played with the Phoenix guy, but he's never played with Rupp before. And in the submission, Rupp says that Phoenix is queued with him. So the Phoenix guy queues with Rupp primarily, but has queued with Ryusei sometimes. Which makes me feel like you would probably, like, Phoenix would be the catalyst to bring the two together, right? Actually, hold up. What are these stats? He has a 2.13 KD. God damn. I mean, I guess he's only played 56 matches. I guess it's not crazy high. I mean, I don't know. These days, rank KDs are all over the place. Sometimes they're like 2.5 and it's actually legit. Sometimes they're 1.3 and they're cheating. So it doesn't really mean anything. Siege Cup KD of 4.75 is kind of crazy. Let me do my magic and see if they were actually queued together. Okay, so this was on the 25th. Which was just yesterday. Did he play with them again? No. Does he ever normally play with the Phoenix guy? Or did he actually just manage to randomly queue with him 11 times? Also, I am looking through. He's played a lot with bronze players who are barely gaining elo. So his KD is inflated. He's playing in bad lobbies. Because he's playing against like silvers and golds and plats. But from everything I've seen, I don't think he's actually ever queued with the Phoenix guy. So here's my guess. I don't think he's cheating. I think he's just playing with bad lobbies to get easy lobbies and then inflate his KD, which then I'm sure his teammates saw and they're like, this guy's a 2.15 KD and he's supposed to be in like platinum or whatever. He's got to be cheating. So he just probably looks way better than he should. But they also say he looks like a bot. I guess he's playing against bad players, so maybe he just has some bad habits. But everything he did looked fine to me, so I don't think he is cheating. I think he's just boosting his KD like crazy. His gameplay looks sus. I did not find this sus at all. Like, there, it's reaction. He doesn't even realize that he downed Ashe. And then here, he's like staring at her for a while and then reacts. I don't think any of the ad is sus. I think he's just boosting his own KD and stuff. I don't think he's doing anything himself. We'll watch the last round and see, but I don't think he's cheating. I think he's just playing with bad people. He's going for a flank. I assume getting some calls from his teammate on Valcam. Terrible aim, but that was, I think, really good reaction time, right? That was very fast. As he's swinging, he shot the armor, like, not instantly, but very quickly, I feel like. Not super fast enough that you should be very suspicious of that, but still pretty fast. He keeps quick peeking a lot. This part I find a little weird. So he quick peeks, sees no one's on the right, quick peeks again, pre-fires the left. Now at this point he can't see Ram at all. Ram starts shooting non-stop, and Ram crosses from left to right. I'm no professional, but I don't think you'd be able to know that they cross left to right that easily. At least not without peeking. But when he peeks and pre-fires here, he already aims at the right side. Could be lucky. He could have just been like, I feel like he shot while crossing and he just went for it, but now he's just quick peeking the left side even though the person's gone. I don't know. That is a little weird, but not enough to say that he's cheating or anything. Then he dies. Only quick peeks contested areas. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree. I feel like he's only quick peeking when he's stationed in an area. Different. Like, some people quick peek literally everything. Some people are like, I'm only gonna quick peek as long as I'm like, you know, planted somewhere. And when he's planted, he's in a contested area. I don't think he's cheating. I just think he plays with bad people to boost his KD, to get easy lobbies. He could be cheating. Maybe I missed it. His KD is a little on the higher end. But when you're playing against all bronzes and silvers, I would expect you to have a 2 KD as well if you're in Emerald Plus. But that is it for today, chat. Got some crazy cheats at the beginning and a lot of concerning lobbies, but a lot of matches that were supposed to be cheaters don't feel like cheaters, and I'm facing less cheaters. So even though there's some worse cheats out there, maybe there's less cheaters. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.